Alrighty, good evening, everybody. We are back with more Resident Evil 7. Um, we're making our way through. We are making our way through. Let me see here. There we are. Hello, everybody. We are now at the portion of the game that people do not like as much as what came before. So basically, yeah, we have the ship, the mines, and then end game, basically. Now I don't think I dislike the ship as much as everybody else does. I do agree that it does go on a little longer than I would like. Hey, Dog Nozzle, how's it going? How you doing today? Let's just load the game on up. All right, good. It did take my autosave, so very good. And right now we are playing as Mia. Waking up, Mia wakes up to find herself standing next to a giant something. I'm not allowed to read anymore. Ethan. Yes, we gave the antidote to Mia, of course, because nobody picks Zoe. Picking Zoe is the bad option and also does not make any sense whatsoever in any kind of canon. We took a little boat away, and then we got attacked by a big mold water monster that took Ethan away. So now we are back at the ship. We are here to save Ethan and learn about what happened in the past. Because when it comes to Resident Evil, the number one thing everybody loves more than anything, more than good gameplay, more than scares or funny dialogue, it is lore. Everybody loves RE lore. It's always so well written. Oh, there we go. We'll just go down here. I will apologize in advance. Oh, there's Ethan.
Ethan.
Better luck next time, Mia. No way the ship segment was going to be that short. As I was saying, apologies in advance because I'm probably going to get really lost in the ship. Actually, I probably wouldn't mind learning speed runs for this game, like, or at least some tactics. Just both to get through this area a little quicker, and then in general to kind of be able to slide by some molded, because I tend to waste so much ammo. All right, let's head on in. All right, Mia, no weapons. Might as well be what I had left after Jack Baker 3. I've been pretty low on ammunition with Ethan for much of the game. So many wasted shots. Oh no. Flashbacks. I was gonna explain, Mia. Flashbacks from the past have come back to roost or something. What has Mia been doing for these years she has been away from Ethan? Pardon me. Pardon me, sirs and madams, whoever. Hey, Nicola. How's it going? I'll be lurking. Just found out that, oh, yeah, the They Them slasher movie's out now. It's your only chance to watch it. Wanted to see some of the ship stuff. All right, cool. Hopefully you enjoy the movie. Always fun seeing movies. I gotta get around the new Predator movie, Prey, just came out on Hulu. I'm looking forward to checking that one out. Maybe I'll watch that tomorrow. That way I do not have to leave the comfort of my own home.
They're dead. They're all dead.
Oh no, they are. What is it?
Engine room. What the fuck are you talking about?
The engine room? What engine?
Fuck. What the hell is going on?
Where are we?
We need some weapons. Is there any weapons on this ship? I don't know. But let's go this way. Maybe we can get out of here.
All right. So it wants us to head down there. No, I don't think there's really anything around for us anyway, so let's jump on down. We are still weaponless. Probably fine. I would not make good use of it anyways. Actually, I would probably waste all the ammunition with no enemies around just by accidentally shooting. Just like I would accidentally use health when I didn't want to. Are there any weapons on this ship? Oh, buddy, if you only knew. Exactly. Exactly. More than you bargained for. That's a classic, like, oh, I wish we had some weapons. Classic monkey's claw curls moment right there. All right, we got a few doors. Let's check these out. We got a book, a crew register. There's a whole list of names. I don't see Mia's name, so Mia, I guess, is not an official crew member. Oh, hey. He must have been hiding from something. Not doing a very good job. He doesn't really fit in there. She is not my child. All right, you just stay right there. All right, anything good in here? Nope. Nothing good. Nothing ever good. All right. All right, nice couch. Ship couch. We'll put this up on Facebook Marketplace for, I'd say probably $2,000. I think it's worth $2,000 if we go by Facebook Marketplace pricing. Let's see, LNG tanker Annabelle, built in 1987, deadweight tonnage 71,000, length 948 feet. All right, let's head up the moldy stairs.
Settle down, little girl. Settle.
Are you remembering?
Hey, back on up, Evelyn.
What are you?
Hey, you get back here. The ship is not safe. It is not OSHA compliant, kid. You could get hurt. You could get hurt. Oh, wait. There's nothing in here. Oh, ladder right there. Okay. Oh boy. If I'm already getting lost, this does not bode well. If we're already getting lost, I'm expecting 13 more streams of RE7 before we get to the end of it. All right, pardon me.
You said we could be a family.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
You said!
Wait!
I'm tired of waiting.
Well, Evelyn, just wants to be a family. Oh, shit. Oh, whoops. All right, yeah, God. So having to stealth by or run by molded because we do not have any weapons. Not a fan. I mean, it is scary. So I guess when I say I'm not a fan of it, I mean it's because it's scary to me. So that's good, even though I'll say I hate it. So, just so everybody knows, machine gun ammo. If only we could find a machine gun. Oh, okay. Yeah, you go to the right there. We're going in here. Safe room. I remember the safe room. Okay. All right. 2 shots. That's all we need. 2 shots, 3 goo boys at least. We're gonna die a lot down here. Yeah, we are definitely gonna save. We will definitely be looping back here many a times to save scum. Look for Ethan. That's what we're doing. We gotta look for Ethan. All right. A strange bottle that we found in our pocket after waking up at the Baker estate. It's probably important. Okay, and we have one chem fluid. Well, we don't have a knife, so let's hope. Well, gunpowder. All right. We used one bullet, and we do have that, so we can go up by 10. All right. So we sacrificed one bullet, and we got 10 more. So net gain of 9. I suppose that's a deal. Okay, buddy. All right, enough of that. Okay, all right, we got a fuse. Okay, any molded in here? Hopefully not. All right, what do we have here? Dear Janet, hey, how's it going? I guess half a year or so will have passed by the time you get this letter. Life is so boring here. Day after day, just the same old sea. Although there is one thing that's different. This time we have some passengers sailing with us, which hardly ever happens. It's a couple with a little girl. I think they're distant relatives of the captain. Imagine traveling on a tanker instead of a passenger ship. They must be hard up. I tried talking to the little girl earlier, and her dad shot me this nasty look. What's he so worried about? Now that I think about it, the captain said he didn't have any relatives. Maybe I'm overthinking this. I miss you. Love, Jim. Sure. Yeah, you must be overthinking it. Nothing weird is gonna happen to the ship. Amazon River Cruise. Beauty in the Black Lagoon. Oh. There's a copy of Hunting Life. Guns for the avid hunter. Okay. No molded, please. All right. First aid med at least. 6 bullets left. Okay. It's too late for us, but at least I can let the world know what happened here. I was on night shift yesterday, so I was taking a nap in the bunk room around noon. I was half asleep and I heard a kid, a little girl, laughing. Or was that all in my head? I woke up at 19:30. There was some sort of ruckus in the passageway. Drew, one of the engineers, came in and said that there was something going on down below, maybe a riot. He looked pale in the face. He told me he was going to check it out, but he never came back. It must have been around 1950 when I heard the scream. I went to the laundry room to check and saw Clark being eaten by some sort of blackish monster. The monster turned and started coming towards me, huge, shark-like teeth snapping in its jaws. I just screamed like a little girl and ran for it. Now I'm huddled up in the bunk room, shaking as I write this. There's a whole host of these creatures lurking in the passageways now. I can still hear screams now and then, but there's no way I'm going out of here, out there now. And that's it. I've written everything I know. Giovanni Finetti. That's everything he knows. Okay, psychostimulants. We'll just get those going. Is there anything hidden in the last room? Ah, yes. Yes, there are. Handgun ammo. Okay, that door's locked. Okay, so I think I'm probably just going to make a run for it to the save room again. Or at least halfway. Yeah, we can't do anything with that yet. All right. Yeah, I heard someone growling. We heard you. All right, let's just hit a quick save and then see if that fuse goes in the door at the end of the hallway on the left there. Okay, perfect. All right, we are on level 1F. We got 2F, 3F, 4F, and S2. We'll probably be on all of those 800,000 times before we get out of this area. All right, heading up to 2F. I don't think we have any. Yeah, it's locked from the other side. Okay, let's head up to 3F. Do I hear something up there? Okay. 3F we can head out into. Hello? Anybody around? Anyone alive? Oh, TV. Oh, Evelyn. Hi. There you are. Hey now. We need to talk.
Watch it.
What?
You watch
Why?
it.
You need to remember, so we can be a family.
Alrighty. Well, we gotta watch it. We'll take a quick look around now. Yeah, that's all locked up. Old videotape. Alright. We'll watch it. Don't worry. Right, test subject E001, see transport log, top secret. This is a Mia Winters tape.
Alan, you're getting worse.
She must have infected me during the attack. Too far gone, anyway. But it serves me right. It's my fault she got out.
Yeah, it is your fault. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna let you die.
She didn't attack you?
It's part of her imprinting protocol. I can't believe this is happening.
Here. Take it. It has her tissue samples. You find her. You fix this.
Okay, Evie, where are you?
Alright, Evie. Oh, we gotta fix this. Alright, so we got a P19 machine gun. We have a knife and Evelyn tissue samples. A small bottle containing tissue samples from Evelyn. So this must be the strange bottle in our inventory in present times that we did not have a description for. All right, so yeah, we are back in the past, but we can still die, which is weird. All right, Special Operations Division Director Alan Droney and caretaker Mia Winters. So that sounds like the couple with the kid. Recent reports suggest that if Evelyn remains at her current location, she is at a high risk of being stolen by opposing organizations. Your orders, therefore, are to transfer Evelyn to our Central America branch for safekeeping until further notice. During transfer, be sure to adhere to the following protocols. Act as parental guardians for Evelyn at all times to avoid suspicion. Manage Evelyn's vitals via the genome codex provided. If the mission is compromised beyond reconciliation, dispose of Evelyn. All right. All right, so you're our other, our partner or whatever.
She's close.
All right, well, we're heading farther away, but there's some stuff we can pick up. So why not? Okay, yeah, we don't have anything for that. All right, well, we have some flashback ammo going, which is always good. I see some chem fluid there. Also good. Lock from the other side. We'll just sneak on in through here. Oh, there's a little mold. Little mold in the kitchen.
She's vomiting. Damn, I'll have to reset.
How's it going?
She's vomiting. Far more in excess of her body mass.
Oh, great. We're gonna be seeing a lot more of her ugly friends if this keeps up. All right, we need to find her, and fast. This is getting out of hand.
Agreed.
All right, so this is Evelyn Vomit. Gross. Pretty gross. Okay. Oh. Nope. Okay, oh, hey. Listen here, buddy. Jeez, completely dipped that. All right. Looks like someone forgot to do the dishes again. I know. My God. Someone needs to be fired for that, I think. Let's see. Okay, we'll head down to S2. See if that number goes down. The numbers are going down. Okay, Evelyn, someone really needs to clean up your vomit mess here. It's getting a little ridiculous. Okay, oh, actually, why not just pop a... Oh. Well, never mind. I didn't mean to do that, but okay. Okay, good. There's a chem fluid there, so we can at least make a first aid. All right. Hello. Oh god. These guys. I do not like you guys. Stay down. Thank you. Okay, remote bomb. 2 remote bombs. Hey there. You doing okay? Must be taking a nap. This guy too. Must be on a break. Alright, so Evelyn is probably in there. We'll, of course, check this out first. Let's see, where is our knife? There we are. Okay, chem fluid. Alright, some corrosives. We can use that to get into those safe-like things, I believe. I think that's what those were for. Oh, yeah, like these weird doors. All right, Evelyn. Oh, it's looking pretty moldy in here. Do not like that. Evelyn.
Are you mad at me, Mommy?
No.
Evie, I'm not mad. Wait. What did you call me?
I don't want to live at the lab anymore. I want a house. And I want you to be my mommy.
Okay, Evie. I'll be your mommy. Just come back with me. Right now. Okay? Where are you, Evie?
Evie. Oh, wait. Yeah, bring up the watch. I guess she probably moved again. But doesn't this room just seem like some kind of trap? I really feel like we're gonna get attacked on our... Oh, there she is. Hey, Evie. Listen here.
Evie, wait!
Did you find her?
Yes, but she ran off. She's making more friends, Alan. Those things are everywhere.
I told you so.
Are you okay?
You just worry about getting Evelyn back.
All right, I guess we gotta find Evelyn again. Pursue Evelyn. Ugh. I am not a big fan of Evelyn's new friends. Not at all. They are taking quite a bit of my ammo. I'm blaming them for it and not my horrible, horrible shooting skills. What do we have over there? Alright, got a couple more remote bombs. We haven't used those yet. I can't remember if do we carry over our inventory? That I don't remember. Alrighty, let's see if we can continue forward now. Oh, there's Evelyn, taking the elevator to floor number 3. Don't you do it. Oh, hey, come on. Alright. Alright.
Emergency safety lockdown system has been engaged.
Okay, oh, alright, I think I'm remembering something. Okay, so we are... Okay, let me turn around. We could get a couple of more things. Alright, couple more remote bombs. And... Alright, head to the right. Oh! Hey now. Oh, one of those guys. Okay, I guess let's see what's in here. Hopefully something good. A couple more remote bombs. Alright, let me think. It's an item box. Should we be heading in here? Okay. All right. So I guess straight down there. But oh, that's not a save room though. That's just an item box. All right. Okay, stairs up. All right. Good, good, good. All right, third floor. All right, Evelyn, we've had enough of your games here. Time for you to come with us.
How did you get here?
Where's Evie?
She's out of control. Without the treatments, she's deteriorating.
Yeah, pretty badly, I'd say.
Well, it's a good thing we're already dying.
Oh, that is good.
Don't say that.
Because it's about to get a lot worse.
She trusts you. That little bitch, she never trusted. Okay, wait. Evie, no, Evie.
Ellen,
I didn't mean to
listen.
call you that.
Uh-oh.
She's
Evie, I
trying
didn't
to
mean-
take
I didn't mean-
control. You have to fight her. Evelyn, stop! Stop right now!
Don't touch me, don't!
All right. Have we accepted her gift? Oh, okay. It's just like a little circle thing. All right. Evelyn. Yep, I guess this is when we send the other message. Yeah, the one that Ethan never got.
Ethan. You were right. I did lie to you. I shouldn't have.
Little different from the "Hey, baby" message.
If you get this, stay away. Forget that you ever knew me. Have a good life.
Yep, yeah, first message up top would be the "Hey, baby" message. But that one never gets sent. Uh-oh. Oh. Evie's got some power now.
We'll be together forever.
Forever and ever?
Now do you remember?
Yes, Evelyn. I remember.
No,
Can we be a
refuse.
family like before?
We can't be a family. We were never a family. We will never be a family.
Then I don't need you anymore.
Dude, Mia, just like appease the kid for now, you know? That's all you have to do. Appease the kid until you can get, you know, one over on her, right? Am I crazy? You don't... You know, I understand why Mia and Ethan are together. They are a little bit alike there. It kind of reminds me in RE8 Village, you know, towards the end with Heisenberg, and you know, he wants to make that deal with you. You know, help me out. I'll give you your kid back. You know, all I want to do is kill Mother Miranda, and Ethan's all like, "Fuck you." And then, yeah, then Heisenberg is officially our enemy. All right, good save point right there. Thank you, game. So now, we got to do a whole bunch of ship stuff again in present day. So yeah, what we saw there, Evie caused the shipwreck. And how was Mia saved? Well, we did learn from other correspondence that Jack Baker would be going to check out the shipwreck, and that's where he finds Evie and Mia and brings them back to the Baker home. You know, before they were turned by Evie. All right, chem fluid. Yeah, might as well just get another health drink there. What? Oh, machine gun ammo. And but they took the machine gun away. Not cool. The contents have been taken. E necrotoxin is what that should stay. Yeah, a whole bunch of words and part of words. All right, we need a lockpick for that. All right, more chem fluid. All right, gunpowder. We'll definitely combine that with the chem fluid for a couple more handgun bullets. Definitely want more of those for sure. It looks broken. Oh, that's our laptop. Okay, well, we don't have a lockpick. We can't get through that door. So let's head right over here to the broken elevator. All right, we'll need some kind of device to get that open. Let's head on up this ladder, though. Slowly making our way up there. There we are. Guess we can jump on down here. Oh, yeah, this is like the... Oh, don't we get attacked by either like a big boy or like a bunch of moldeds in here? Don't like that.
Maybe it still works.
Maybe. All right. The TV room, elevator, some room.
Ethan,
There's Ethan.
I hope I make it in time. Okay, bottom level.
Bottom level. All right.
Liar!
Uh-oh.
Stop it, Evelyn! Fucking hallucinations. Where is she?
All right. Oh, remote bomb. We'll go ahead and take that. They've been pretty useful. All right, gunpowder. Okay, yeah, and that is now Evelyn tissue samples because we now remember. Very good. Okay, so... Alright, we got a thing over there. We don't have the corrosive thing. Lockpick thing there. Save room over there. Okay, well, we have a nice gun right there. We need a lockpick, for sure. All right, lug wrench. We can use that on the elevator. And all right, we got a ship's map. Okay, so if we want that gun, we got to come back to the captain's cabin. With a lockpick. Alrighty, so that looks like the elevator right there. Alright, I'll take a quick look around until we get attacked by a monster, then duck into the elevator, I suppose. Looks like there's a remote bomb right there. Okay, useful. We'll take it. Okay. Alrighty, well, we'll head back over to the elevator then. Okay, so we need some fuses. I hear some friends moving about. I don't like that very much. Okay, so guest room, bunk room, dining room, break room, lounge. Yeah, I can't open that. Oh! Running away, running away. Okay, what does this say? We didn't look at this. Lewis, the cable is completely fried. We had a replacement, but we had to use it to fix something in the 3F sick bay. You're gonna have to ask Dr. Waddell for it. I'm needed down in the number 2 engine room, but I can't get down there unless we get this thing working. Dwayne. So 3F sick bay. So we need to get to the 3F sick bay. Okay, we can't get to that area until we get like at one of those corrosive things. So once we get one of those, we'll head on over there. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Anything in the microwave? Ah, some delicious chem fluid that someone was trying to cook up. Rather delicious. 16 years since the nightmare of Raccoon City, the survivors are still suffering. Alright. We'll make some more handgun ammo. Alrighty, so we have all that, and then the guest room. And a ladder up. Was there anything good up here? I don't remember. Ah, all right. Couple of remote bombs. We'll take those. And see if there's anything good in here. A lockpick. Okay. One of those guys. Okay, so, let's head back to the captain's quarter then, because we can get that, the machine gun back at least. Or, yeah, captain's cabin. So, we gotta go up 2 floors. Oh. How did I miss that? How did I miss that? All right, just doing a little climbing. We want to get that machine gun. Oh, we can't use that here. Alrighty, well that was a waste of time. I guess we'll need some other kind of key. Alrighty, so, guess we'll just try heading around this way, see if we can get into the guest room. Okay, yeah, we already read all that. Okay, corrosive. And let's put the ancient coin back. I suppose that's fine. We'll just go ahead and save it. Okay, so, yeah, we got to, find a power cable in the 3F sick bay. So we go up one flight, and we were waiting for, the corrosive. So we have one corrosive, so, we can do that. So we go up one flight. Okay, so go left. All right, nobody attack me, please. I said not to attack me, sir. Okay, so... Alright, looks like we can't get into there. All right, there's part of the ship not doing very well. All thanks to Evie, old Evelyn. A bit of a jerk. Yeah, definitely don't trust this. Okay, all right. This is the sick bay. Okay. Let's see what we got here. We'll do that, and then we'll get some strong first aid meds. So a little more bullets, a little more first aid. I don't know. At this point, I might not even go for the machine gun. Oh, jeez. Yeah, we are gonna die here. Yeah, I got myself trapped in a corner. That was not very good at all. Yes, fat and molded. Oh, aim for its legs to trip it up. That's probably how I could have gotten around it. Oh well. All right, let's see here. Like, where would the, corrosive there. I don't even see where the thing that we need for the elevator would be. All right, well, at least we barely beat him. We have 4 bullets left. Not very... Oh, okay, there it is. There it is. There it was the whole time. All right, we got the power cable. All right, so... check the map here. Alright, I guess we gotta make our way all the way back around. Somehow, with no ammo. ammo, please. Ammo. Antique coin, really. Oh, boy. That is not what I wanted at all. Okay. Let's see. Do you go here? All right. Now we just need a fuse. All right. Find the fuse. Yeah, and then the side. Get the machine gun. I don't know where the fuse would be. Oh, there's a friend over there, isn't there? Yep. Actually, let's see if there are any goodies in here. You know, if we're not going for the machine gun. At least get some other stuff, hopefully. All right. That was some strong chem fluid. Oh, cabin locker key. Oh, okay. Maybe we will, since we got the key. Probably, and we're very low on handgun ammo anyways, so I suppose, why not? And okay, we just got 2 of those left. Alrighty. Oh boy, we are gonna die. Yep. Yep. Okay. Okay. All right, so... All right, yeah, let's try that again. Oh, okay, yeah, we all right. We do have the captain's cabin key, so it at least started us back in the elevator. Okay, not too far back. All right, I'm going to get the explosive ready. See if we can drop that a little bit before that guy shows up, and then back up and blow him up. What I was trying to do was get into that room and shut the door behind me, because they can't really open doors. They'll stay out as long as there isn't like mold All right, well, we're pretty close to death here. Wouldn't be the ship part without a death or two, right? Oh, right. You're right. Okay, well, we got the machine gun. Now we just have to find the fuse. I don't remember where the fuse is. All right, where haven't we been? Let's see. 2F, dining room, break room, lounge. Yeah, eventually we gotta get downstairs all the way at the bottom for Ethan, but I guess 2F is probably where we want to go. Okay, so okay, yeah, we were already in there. So hopefully in one of these 3 rooms will lie a fuse. Hello. Yeah, let's... You down? You down? Okay. Oh, yeah, that's one of the strong guys, too. All right. Any more? Yeah, there's probably more. There's always more. Forever. Okay, break room and then lounge. Gunpowder. Well, it would be for the machine gun, but I guess I want to hold out hope for like a herb. A green herb, please. Okay. Ah, okay, good, good, good. Green herb. All right, we'll get a super health drink. All right, we feel so much better. Okay. And it doesn't look like there's too much mold in here, so it won't open. Why won't it open? Oh, okay. All right, we got some kind of puzzle going on. Okay, it's not like exact opposite. Um, okay, all right, we got 3 corrosives. I guess it was just making them look the same. I guess I was thinking about it too much. Okay, let's see here. But that's not even what I wanted. I wanted a fuse. All right, so finding rooms, recreation room. So we got to go to 1F. 1F. Okay. Okay, so we gotta go down somehow, huh? Okay. We're on 2F. Couldn't go back to the elevator. All right. Oh, there's a ladder over there. So, all right, we'll go back around, see if we can get in through there. Hopefully that's a ladder down. No, that's the ladder up. Okay, good. We unlocked it. All right, another remote bomb. Always good. Okay, let's head down to 1F and see if we can get into the recreation room. Hopefully there's a fuse we can swipe from there. Oh, this is so moldy. Oh, and I hear friends out there. Okay, well, save point right here. Thank God. All right. I think while we're in the save room, I'm just gonna take a quick break, bathroom break, about 30 seconds or so. So I will be right back. Enjoy the ambient shipwreck noise. While you wait, we'll be right back. Okay, we are back. Alrighty, and of course I got attacked by a spider in the bathroom. Well, not so much attacked as there was a big one right there, just hanging out. Alright, so we gotta head around all the way around there. All right, well, we have the save room here. Let's just go. Let's just go. All right, we can carry more items. We got a corrosive back. Come on, I hope there's a fuse in here. Please, please, please fuse me up. Remote bombs, remote bombs. I'm not seeing any fuses though. Oh boy. Oh boy. I don't remember where the fuse is. Okay, we've been through all of that. Yeah, we still need to get down there, but we need like the elevator, I guess. Office. All right, well, I'm gonna do a thing, because I am not wanting to do this for 7 hours in the ship. RE7, elevator, fuse. Where's the fuse? Oh, wait. That's right. We used it on that one door. Okay, yeah, it's inside the power box in the laundry room, but we used it. I completely forgot that we used that to get into some door. Where was that? Where did I use that? Ah, right here, right here. Okay, okay. Oh, but shoot. Okay, can we get back up? Ah, climb up. Okay, good, good, good. All right. I was a little worried there for a second. Okay. We can climb up here now. Okay, all right. Oh, finally. Nope. Well, we want to go down to S2. But I guess we're going down to 1 first. Now, S2. All right. Making progress. We are making progress slowly, very slowly, but surely.
He's waiting.
Oh, he is? Who's waiting? Ethan? So nice of Ethan to wait for us. Well, we have 230 of those. Okay, all right, yeah, we'll take a health drink there. Might as well. So yeah, as we're making progress in the ship, I definitely still have the opinion that this goes on a bit too long. Especially with getting lost and having to backtrack a bunch of times through a bunch of different floors, plus, you know, kind of going through stuff in the flashback sequence. I still think it can be pretty effective and scary, especially when you're really low on ammo, or even like before you get any kind of weapon. It just lasts too long. If they could have tightened it up a bit somehow, maybe people would have liked it more. But it does overstay its welcome a bit. And, you know, kind of samey environments, you know, it's a shipwreck thing, but I think maybe tightening it up a bit would have definitely helped. Yeah, I like the gameplay here, but I got pretty confused when I first played it. What with the time jumps and going through the same areas in different ways. Yeah, definitely. It's so easy to get lost, and like I've played this game a few times prior to this, and I still got lost. It like perfect example was me completely forgetting that I had already picked up the general fuse and then used that on that one door. And it had been a good long while since I, you know, even went by that door. Yeah, it's so easy to get lost and confused in this area. Most definitely. All right. Oh, we got 6 remote bombs. We're getting quite a few of those, so I'm thinking probably pull those out. We probably got some friends coming up pretty shortly. I don't like having like a walkway up there for them to jump down at me. Or yeah, there. All right. Okay, got a hallway, little cargo bay over there, number 2 engine room. Oh boy, an antique coin. I don't know, maybe we are getting close to the Magnum when we get back playing as Ethan. If we are, maybe I'll take it anyways, but I did use most of the ancient coins. Maybe we wouldn't have enough. Okay, so that's a whole area. So I guess check the cargo bay first. Small area, maybe some items. All right, we got another one of these things. I like how half the time I go to use the corrosive thing and I accidentally shoot off 1 bullet every single time. All right, couple remote bombs. All right. Hey, Evelyn. Been waiting long?
I need you to do something.
Hey, Ethan.
Ethan.
How you doing? Ah, yes. I do like this part.
Ethan? Hey, shh. I know. I'm not gonna hurt you.
I love
Hell,
good Jack Baker.
If I could have helped you.
What do you mean?
I'm no killer, son. Neither is Marguerite, nor my boy Lucas.
Well, Lucas is. Lucas is
Zoe,
horrible.
That girl, Evelyn, she did this.
What the hell is she? No, what did she do to you?
She infected us with her gift. That's what she calls it. I found her near a busted out tanker in the bayou. Everything changed after that.
So she infects you and then she takes control?
No. Not exactly, son. She just... She forces her way into your mind, your soul. You can't fight back. You are connected to her, and you can't resist the urge to... Oh, you're a different person after that.
Just like Mia. So Mia sent me that message because of Evelyn.
Listen, the girl just wants a family of her own. She's the key, all right? You find her, and you stop her. Ethan, free my family. Please.
Don't worry, we will.
Evelyn, stay away from him.
Why? He doesn't love you. I can make him love you.
Don't hurt him.
Silly, I told you I'm not gonna hurt him.
Don't you dare.
So what? You're not my mommy. Remember?
How?
There's no time. You have to get out of here and find
Bye,
her.
Evelyn. Bye, Evelyn.
Take this.
What? Wait, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Saving your life. You need to go. I won't be able to resist for much longer.
No,
Now go kill that little bitch.
no, no. Mia! No!
All right. Well, we are back in control of our friend Ethan. Oh no, all of our stuff is gone. Hey, Evelyn. Evelyn, what did you do with my stuff? I had all kinds of guns and items.
Okay, you little bitch. Where the fuck are you?
Well, Ethan, she was back here. No. Yeah, that's not the one we want to go after, right? It's all your fault. I don't know, things were going pretty bad before we got here, I would say. I don't think it's Ethan's fault, really. All right, well, we've made it out of the ship. We've made it out of the ship. We did it. There we go. Ah, yes. The mines. Just going for a little swim to clean off a bit. Why not? We got a little fish friend or whatever. All right, south of Dulvey, Parnaby Salt Mine Company. But this says Abercrombie Salt Mine, South Dulvey. All right, February 18th, 1892, there was a collapse in the Patterson mine. Tuon and Beckford are dead, and Huxley will never walk on his own again. Old man Stan was right. The ground there is too unstable. February 19th, 1892. The company is not going to send us any replacements. They want us to work double shifts instead. I can't wait to get back to the old country. Sounds like America. There we go. Are they watching us from that helicopter?
Alpha 1, this is Bravo 1. Do you read?
This is Alpha 1. Report. Did you find anything?
A thorough search of the Baker property revealed 0 survivors. Repeat, 0 survivors. We did find evidence of a skirmish.
Evelyn?
Negative. However, we did find several encrypted messages from the baker's son Lucas to an unknown third party. You can probably guess who that was.
That's just great. We've had reports he's in the abandoned mine south of the property. I'm gonna go have a look.
Roger that. We'll meet you at those coordinates.
If you encounter Evelyn, orders are shoot to kill. Repeat, shoot to kill.
Good luck with that. All right, we've taken Mia's things. All right. Okay, what do we want to take? We'll definitely take some remote bombs. I suppose we'll take the, let's take the machine gun. Machine gun ammo. We'll take the knife. We'll take some remote bombs, more machine gun ammo, handgun ammo. Small standard powered handgun acquired on the wreck ship. I don't remember if that's any more powerful than the one that we had, like the more powerful gun that we had before. Let's see. Okay, first aid med. And let me check something first. Oh yeah, we definitely don't have enough for the Magnum anyways. Ship Swamp Lab. Yes, there's always a lab. I think I might take, we got, some solid fuel. Oh, but we're not gonna have enough for, how do I want to do this? I know I want to be loaded up, but it would be nice if I... Well, I mean, I guess I don't have any grenade launcher bullets, but I was hoping for maybe some super chem fluid to make some grenade launcher grenade things. And then I was also thinking if I could get some separating agents, I could separate out some stuff for that, but it doesn't seem like it, so yeah, maybe I'll just we got 5 remote bombs, and maybe at this point we don't need the knife, so we got a good amount of bullets, so put that up there. That might be good for now. Okay. All right, we'll save and head on to the mines. And oh, psychostimulants. I guess we'll just take that and use them. Oh yeah, we got one of those bobbleheads. I don't know if there was anything hidden around now that we got the psychostimulants and... Oh. Looks like there might be something over there. I'll take a quick look, see if that's anything good. Oh, flame rounds. All right, for the grenade launcher. Shoot, maybe I should take that. Burner fuel. We'll drop the magnum ammo because we're not getting that. Pick up the chem fluid. And yeah, we can at least, we'll have two of those things then. That's fine. Okay, strong chem fluid. Actually, let me head back. Because I believe we had some... yeah, solid fuel. All right, maybe I should take the grenade launcher. Shoot. Oh boy. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We'll put the burner fuel away and okay, that's enough to at least take it. All right, well, maybe we'll go with that for now, and we'll probably open up some space when I inevitably completely waste ammo coming up. So we'll just go with a full inventory right now, just in case. I mean, you know, we're getting towards the end. We got the mine and then end game. All right, those three boys weren't too bad. Oh, there's another one over there. All right, is that everybody? Okay, yeah, they're really wanting to give me a lot of burner fuel, but like the molded aren't very susceptible to the flamethrower. All right, let's head on down to the mines. I remember two parts of this. One, there's like a section, I think, towards the end or right at the end with like 2 or 3 of the fat molded. And then like there's sort of like, maybe like this pathway up, like on a kind of like an underground cliffside or something that has like, it's just like molded after molded that come out of the ground. I remember both of those being a bit scary. So not looking forward to that. Okay, all right. Stay down. We got one of Lucas's traps. And another one. Although... try to remember that that's there. I saw that right at the right as I was running into it. I saw it. Oh boy. All right, you got me, Lucas. You got me. Yeah, I'm just gonna clear that out. Oh, very good, very good. All right, well, we'll try to remember if we need it. We have a plant there, but we got 2 healths. We got a couple health drinks. Oh, hey, Nicola, welcome back. We just got out of the ship, so you can gauge how long we were in the ship. We just got out. Now we're making our way to through the mines to a secret laboratory, and then to the end game. How was your movie? Have we learned what Mia's involvement is yet? Yes, she was working for an organization, her and this other guy. They were traveling with Mia, with Evelyn. Mia and Alan were traveling with Evelyn, and trying to keep her under control. knowing this game, she is like a bioweapon, more or less. And of course, keeping her under control did not work out. And of course, she caused the shipwreck. She just wants a family. While Ethan was in the mold, we had a visit with Jack Baker through the mold. Normal Jack Baker, like, pre being infected, and very, very nice gentleman, who he wants us to take out Evelyn so that his family can be freed, which of course, I love Jack Baker, so we will do that. We are back as Ethan. Mia trapped herself on the ship with Evelyn, or Ghost Girl Evelyn, while we continue on to take out the real Evelyn. Who is the real Evelyn? All right, a couple more remote bombs. Maybe I should pull those out. Anything down here? Magnum ammo. We don't have the Magnum, so not necessary. So we had to find the real Evelyn, go back to the ship and rescue Mia again, then escape. No, we don't have to do that. Maybe fight Ghost Evelyn if she still exists, post-killing P Ghost Evelyn. No, not pre-Ghost. She is now P Ghost Evelyn. No, yeah, we don't have to go back to the ship at all. And spoilers, if we remember Grandma, that's who we're going after. We're going after Grandma. P ghosts are the scariest kind. Seriously. Want any mysterious ghost pee all over your haunted house? Gotta keep that clean. All right. Well, this looks like a trap of some kind. All right. I really should try to conserve those remote bombs. I've only got 2 more left. All right, let's head over here. Yeah, I see one of your explosives there, Lucas. I don't think so. Explosive box. Thank you, Lucas. I do not appreciate it. Okay, let me check out down here before we head in there. I know there was at least a box right over there. All right, chem fluid. Oh shoot, I wasn't thinking about that. We don't have the flamethrower on us anyways. That was a terrible mixture. If we run out of room, I might as well just drop that. All right, let's head back up. See if we can find ourselves some more lore. See, yeah, I could have used one of those herbs to make a health drink. But of course I did not. All right, let's quick check. Let's check the computer here. All right, let's get a little more lore. Sent Friday, January 16, 2015, 12:42 a.m. Thanks to you guys, it's been about a week since my head's been clear and back to normal, and she still thinks she's got me. You guys... Oh, maybe I should do like a southern... You guys really need to work on fixing that. Not only does she look like a little kid, but she's about as stupid as one, too. Mom and Dad are still totally under, though. I was wondering, is this whole family obsession something you guys programmed into her? It's kind of fucked up. All right, sent Friday, November 4th, 2015, 2:10 a.m. That bitch Mia is still somewhere in between Evie La La Land and reality. She gets pretty violent, so I locked her up in a cell. I thought maybe Evelyn would get mad since Mia's her favorite and all, but she doesn't seem to care. She's actually goes and visits her sometimes. She thinks Mia's her mommy. Like I said, your bioweapon is fucked up. All right, Friday, September 1st, 2016, 1:10 a.m. Evelyn's family obsession is getting out of hand. She's making everyone kidnap more and more assholes off the street to add to her freak show of a family. Maybe she's getting tired of Mia not coming around, but it's a pain in the ass for me because I gotta clean up the mess whenever someone new comes along. By the way, Evie's looking sick or something. Her skin is getting all wrinkly, and she's getting gray hairs. Is that supposed to happen? It's almost like she's getting old all of a sudden. Yep, Grandma. And yeah, that was Lucas sending those. Got Lucas's nonsense here. Infection report. This report details the symptoms that appear when the bacterium that grows inside of the E series infects a human. Oh yeah, and hereafter referred to as mold instead of bacterium. Be sure to read this document thoroughly before dealing with the E series weaponized assets. Initial infection. The mold ingests nutrients from the subject's body to propagate itself and slowly takes over cells within the body. As a side effect of this, the infected subject gains remarkable regenerative abilities. During experiments, we removed arms and legs from test subjects and found that they were able to coapt the amputated limbs in a matter of minutes. Mid-stage infection. Once the mold reaches the brain, the subject's thoughts become in tune with those of the E-Series asset. The subject starts to hear things and experience hallucinations, and soon comes under complete control of the E-Series asset. If this state continues, the host will lose all sense of ego. Complete infection. After every cell in the body has been taken over by the mold, the subject begins to lose their human form. Physical mutations differ from case to case, but all result in him or her acquiring incredible physical strength. Containing a subject at this stage would be extremely difficult. All right. So I guess that's the official word that, unlike most previous Resident Evil games that dealt with various viruses, this is a bacterial infection. The mold or the E-Series or whatever. 10 minutes after dose death. E-necrotoxin E-Series dosage test. 5 minutes after dose vomiting. 12 minutes after dose cell calcification. Target acquired. Alright, E-necrotoxin destroys cells of any subject based on the E-Series bioweapon model, used only for disposal of E-Series assets. The toxin must first be stimulated before use. Do this by placing a sample of an E-Series cells into the necrotoxin container. Alright, we got a little bit of Evelyn right here. Alright, it's pumping through the E-Series body. And there we go, we got the E-necrotoxin. Alright, we're coming for you, Evelyn. AKA Grandma. Alright, 7 pages. More lore. This project was instigated in 2000 as one of several concepts for the company's NextBIS, Next Generation Experimental Battlefield Superiority Initiative, working with technical assistance from HCF to develop a bioweapon for neutralizing combatants en masse with minimal direct contact. NextBAS was later folded and all its assets diverted to this project. What makes this project markedly different from conventional weapons is its ability to turn enemy combatants into allies, converting hostile elements into willing servants. Since this effectively eliminates the costs of not only POW handling, but also combat itself, it's no wonder we had the Redacted and even Redacted's Redacted organization chomping at the bit to get on board. The project would never have existed were it not for the discovery in Redacted of Redacted, the remarkably progressed vicariant evolution fungus that we commonly term the Mutamycetes. Yay, Mutamycetes! I like a Mutamycete. Can't wait for RE8 Village replay. We'll get to that probably in a few games. We'll take a bit of a break before launching into that. The fabrication method for each bioweapon was to introduce the Mutamycete genome to a pre-stage 4 human embryo and perform cultivation in a controlled environment over a period of 38 to 40 weeks. The resultant organisms were referred to as candidate specimens and graded based on usability from the impractical and faulty Series A through D to the perfected E Series. A common appearance was selected for the bioweapons, that of a roughly 10-year-old girl, to ensure ease of blending in with urban and refugee populations. The first E-series specimen, named Evelyn, has proven capable of secreting the mutamycete, redacted, from her tissue at will. It is also of note that Evelyn's mutamycete imposes a profound control over body and mind when introduced into a host organism. We still have a lot to learn about the mechanism by which Evelyn achieves and maintains this control, but the working theory is that the vector is similar to the auto-inducer pheromones used for quorum sensing in Pseudomonas bacteria. Evelyn's control is exerted in a series of discrete stages, the first of which is hallucination. Almost immediately after infection, the subject begins to see images of Evelyn, though she is not in fact there, and even hear her voice, which is inaudible to anyone else. Auditions with infected subjects throughout the stages of infection reveal that at first the phantom Evelyn appears to be a normal young girl, sometimes desiring companionship or assistance. As time progresses, she begins making more and more extreme demands, including self-mutilation and attacks on other people. The psychological shock that induces helps... Let me try that again. The psychological shock this induces helps to break down the mind's natural barriers to Evelyn's brainwashing effect, and by the time mental control is achieved, the mutamycete infection has progressed through the body's cells, so the body redacted. All right. Let's see, anything else up here? Yep, more files. Another 4 pages. Resident Evil sure loves dropping lore towards the end. Evelyn's functions also include the ability to form organisms from mycelia, the fungal filaments. The term organism is used loosely here. Strictly speaking, they are superorganisms formed of countless mycelia. What's important, though, is that they exhibit a strong survival instinct and will defend themselves ferociously with the slightest provocation. Their fungal toughness and remarkable strength give them significant battlefield potential. The researchers have been calling these superorganisms the molded, made of mold, and also molded as in shaped. The name has a certain elegance to it. Does it? Does it really? More reading, lol. Yeah, I know. At least it's not an entire novel like in The Lost Crown. Seriously, yeah. And it's mostly, you know, there's a little bit of reading throughout, but they drop this stuff like towards the end. Like RE8 Village is like you get like all kinds of stuff like at the end. For the treatment of accidental infections, performing redacted on samples of Evelyn's body tissue produces a unique fungicidal serum, which we got, I guess. Administering the serum to an infected subject will cause the mycelia to calcify, but if the subject's cells have already been largely invaded, the serum will be fatal. Since the treatment window is so small, the serum's primary use is therefore disposal of infected subjects rather than a cure. In exploring the serum's potential, we found that subjecting it to redacted would enhance its effects to extreme potency, becoming a compound we now call E-necrotoxin. Yeah, okay, E-necrotoxin is what we got, which redacted in even tiny amounts. What's been interesting to observe in Evelyn's behavior is her obsession with the concept of family. In experiments, we found on multiple occasions that infected subjects were compelled to act as her mother or father, treating her as if she were really their daughter. Why did she settle upon family as the theme for her mental control? This is just speculation, but it could be that she instinctively understands that a family unit is better suited to blending into social groups than a lone girl. On the other hand, well, a sentimental sort might suggest that she's making up for a perceived lack of love in her quarantined upbringing, a parent's love. Let's see. Yeah, I enjoy the classic RE end of game lore dump, goofy as it is. If they gave you this stuff at the beginning, I probably wouldn't care. Oh yeah, same. And you know, like how they do it with in RE8 Village, where you learn about like the experiments on the, or you know, the stuff with the lords. You know, like if you got that stuff at the beginning, like you don't know who they are yet. You know, aside from Lady D when it came out, because the internet went crazy for her. But yeah, you know, it's always goofy. I mean, why not? You know, lore drop, secret lab. It's fine. It's all like B movie, B game kind of fun. I'm cool with it. All right. All right, some more flame rounds. That's good. Okay. Let's see what we can drop off then. We'll get rid of the burner fuel. I might. Let me think. Okay, we got that. I might. Oh, wait. Yeah, I gotta go into the inventory, not the box. I think we'll, right now, replace the handgun. Oh, no. Go back up there. Go back up there. There we go. We'll take the handgun out. Okay. Load the grenade launcher. We'll pull up the machine gun. And save. Okay, and is this where the fat molded come into play? I can't remember. Oh wait, no, we probably have regular molded first for a little while. All right, well, we just saved, so let's go nuts here. All right, another remote bomb, chem fluid. It'd be nice to be able to pick that up. I don't have anything I want to really get rid of though. Alrighty, let me pull the shotgun out. Let's see if we could just... Yeah. Got some humming going on. I'd see how far we could just speed run through this. I think that's going up. So I think that's the part where it's just molded, kind of coming out of the ground. That might be this section. Speed run slow. Yeah, I am slowly walking, aren't I? I'm thinking. I'm slow thinking. All right, let's get through here, and then I think I'm... Oh, well, Evelyn. We're gonna run. We're gonna just see how far we get. Oh. I'm stuck already. That did not work out well. All right, I should have went right. Nope. I can't see, like my aim is like glitching out there. All right, well, we died. We'll try that again. I don't know why the game was kind of freezing up there. All right, so okay, why is like my controls are sticking? All right, just kill me. Is this endgame? We're getting close, not quite yet. Once we get out of the mines, we'll be going through endgame. Up, to the right, to the right. Okay, why are the controls sticking? I can't turn right. Oh my god. All right, well, we made it through that at least. Right in the dick. All right, this might be where the big boys show up. And, oh well, we don't have much in the way of anything good. So can I blast over to that ladder? No, I can't. All right. Okay. Is he like vomiting other goo boys? He's not vomiting other goo boys, but he is vomiting goo. Poisonous goo that hurts us. But we got through it. We panicked and we got through it. No need to worry at all. All right, got another box right here. Some shotgun shells. Okay. And that was just the way down. Oh, there's another thing here. All right, chem fluid. Oh, okay, perfect. I can at least make another health drink. Okay, so we should be heading to endgame now. think this was just the way out of the mines, right? We got through the long maze up with the spawning molded, and then that room with the big boys. So now, I mean, that leaves us with good old Evelyn. Good old grandma. Yep, head back through there. Man, that whole like section though, like fighting all those guys, is definitely a very tough section. Like that whole like there's probably what, like 800 million molded that spawn, and then after that you're rewarded with like the two fat molded guys. Like that's crazy. Oh hey, look, we got the mine map. The perfect time to get the map for the mine. All right, save point. All right, so basically, we've got one final boss fight. It's a bit scripted, I guess. Especially like that second phase. Oh, there's Grandma's wheelchair. And doll that we saw like at the beginning of the game before we found Mia, or around where Mia was, underneath the guest house.
I'm sure of it.
Yep.
It's not here.
We're under the guest house.
It's gone.
Full circle. Yep. Now we know what the E001 is and why a picture of Grandma was there. Grandma is Evelyn, the real Evelyn. When I first played this, I didn't pick up on that with the empty wheelchair at all. Oh yeah. I can't remember if I did, but I probably, figured it out once I saw the photograph again, but then probably, didn't even pay attention to the wheelchair that I just passed by. I did like having Grandma kind of following us around throughout the game, though. Like this mysterious person that like nobody ever referred to, like in any way whatsoever. Although, to be fair, I guess they did refer to her. They were referring to Evelyn, but they may. You're led to believe that Evelyn is just the little girl. But no, the little girl is just the hallucination at this point. Hey, Evelyn. Fake Evelyn. Oh.
This is your fault.
Our fault.
Why am I seeing this?
Can't be our fault. All right, well, we should be almost done with the game. We just have some flashbacks to get through before the final boss battle. Hey. Yes, we remember this room. The TV and the VCR are gone though. And the dollhouse is now in the fireplace with the secret panel. Just remembering old times, the piano that we weren't allowed to play. I'm just, I'm getting there, Evelyn. Just reminiscing.
Ethan, it's okay. It's okay, it's me. I know you didn't mean to hurt me.
Kill him, Mommy.
But you shouldn't have done that.
But you shouldn't have done that!
It fucking hurt.
It fucking hurt!
He doesn't want to be my daddy? Then he can die. Now it's Mommy's turn to kill you.
What does the 64343 in the bottom right corner mean? Oh, it's gone now. Well, good that it's gone, because I'm not sure what that was. I mean, we have come in and fucked shit up for her and the Goo Boys the whole game, to be fair. Yeah, true. True. We'll just have a quick reminiscing look around. Oh, yeah, Evelyn. We hear ya. There you are.
You're gonna be one of us. And then maybe you'll play nicely.
I'm not playing.
That's right.
No!
Stabby stab. Get over here.
Leave me to die!
Yeah. Don't... I remember wasting so many bullets my first time through on that hallucination. It's not real, but the first time I played through, I'm like, oh my god, Mia's coming after me with a chainsaw again. Shoot, shoot, shoot. All right, well, let's head up to the attic. Oh, hi. The numbers are there again, bottom right. Is it on the stream? Oh, sorry, that was me clicking back into the game. Nope, gone again. All right, Nicola, have you been infected? Did you accept Evelyn's gift? Are you hallucinating? Oh, okay. That's 64,342. Yeah, that's my machine gun ammo count. We got 64 bullets in, 342 total in the inventory. Okay. Yeah, it like disappears if you don't. Yeah, okay. All right. I'm so used to seeing it that I was thinking maybe you were talking about something like on a wall that we walked by or something. I'm not falling for it, Mia. I'm not falling for it. Or I should say Evelyn. Oh yeah, the follower goal overlay, and it like disappears on its own in general until I hit like the reload button, then it pops back up. All right. There's Evelyn. So she's going to do some wind powers on us. This door is locked, of course. So we are at endgame. So if we can successfully get over to Evelyn and inject her, then we have our little two-phase boss battle. So this is it. Let's see. Do we want... I suppose we could launch one grenade at her and then... Let me, yeah, then scroll up for machine gun.
Get away! No, you Stay back! No, don't! Away from me! Stop! 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 No!
There we go.
No, no, no!
Little medicine for you. Here we go. Wind powers, is she Linka from Captain Planet?
You.
Yep. It was Grandma the whole time, Ethan.
Does everyone hate me?
Yeah, well, not quite yet, Ethan.
It hurts! It hurts! It hurts! Damn you! Damn you all to hell!
All right, and phase 1, here we go. All right, phase 2, here we go. The long night is over. It is now daytime.
I just wanted a family.
Super goo monster. Yeah. All right, there's the Albert. Unknown. It's Chris Redfield, we know. Let's pick up the Albert. And end this once and for all. Oh yeah, she's there we go. Goodbye, Evelyn. Yeah, final boss fight is easiest in the game by far. It's very, very scripted, but it's fine. I'm fine with that. It's kind of fun being outside and it's daytime after that really long night that we just had. There he is. The big beef boy, Chris Redfield, who'll get bigger and beefier in Resident Evil 8.
I'm Redfield. Glad we found you.
The fuck took you guys so long?
Oh yeah, Chris goes all the way back to Resident Evil 1. Yeah, pretty big series character, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does look so much different in this one. He's so much thinner in this. He's gigantic. He's a big guy in the Resident Evil 8. But yeah, Resident Evil 1, you got like the infamous bad line, "Blood, I hope that's not Chris's blood," from Barry Burton.
One door closes, another opens. Well, a door closed tonight. And what a long night it was. But not just for me. Me and I weren't the only victims here. So were the Bakers. It was that thing, Evelyn, who made them that way.
No,
But now
Umbrella.
Evelyn's dead. And these guys are here to clean up the mess. I had just come to terms with losing Mia. And now she's back and wants to start over. Put all this behind us. Maybe this is where the next door opens.
Maybe, Ethan. Maybe Resident Evil 8 will be happy times. All right, Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. And yep, we get the song, different version of the song, I guess. The "Go Tell Aunt Rhody" song.
Go tell Aunt Rhody. Go.
Do the RE games all link together sequentially, or are they all quite different? Oh boy, Nicola. They get, there are probably hours upon hours of Resident Evil lore videos you could watch on YouTube. I'm pretty bad with the lore myself, especially because it gets very ridiculous. Let me try turning that down a bit. Will that song get you banned in 7 French cities and territories? Probably. It's pretty cool how they have several different versions of this song, and then again in RE8. Yeah, I do like this song. It's pretty cool. I don't want to watch the videos. I'd like your 3-minute synopsis. Well, you're probably not going to get a good one. I'm bad at remembering the weird lore with all of them. Different games do specifically connect with each other, and there are different recurring characters throughout, but between like the different viruses, the weird nonsense with Umbrella, and then like there's the other organizations like the BSAA, the one that Mia worked for in this one that they didn't name. It has a name that I don't remember. I don't know. So basically you can imagine this. Umbrella Pharmaceuticals, bad. But it looks like at the end of this game, Chris Redfield is in charge of Umbrella as a force of good. I don't know. I guess. And no, there. Yep. Hi, Evelyn. Bye, Evelyn. Yeah. RE8 does link. It is a direct sequel to RE7, and it also has lore at the end that wraps around all the way to the beginning of this stuff, where we find out once again the real origins of Umbrella and all of that nonsense. But aside from that, yeah, it is a definite direct sequel to this game. We do play as Ethan Winters again. As a teaser, a little teaser to the beginning, we have moved to Europe. Chris Redfield set us up in a nice place in Europe, gave Ethan some, combat training and all of that. And I think it was like 3 years after the events of this game, something like that. But yeah, without spoiling anything quite yet, yeah, there are direct ties to things from this game, which I guess is a spoiler because, we didn't quite know that going into it, really. Yeah. So watch the end when you stream RE8, and that'll answer my... Yeah, once we get to the 300 pages of lore at the end of Village, you'll have answers to everything. Yeah, it's a few years later, for sure. Yeah, so... That is... Yeah, we'll go ahead and... skip those. I guess more credits wanted to get through anyways. All right, let's check our stats here. Difficulty, normal mode, of course. I will never do a run in Madhouse, which I should have unlocked now. Would I have? No, I think I did do my very first playthrough on a really bad computer when this first came out. So Madhouse might be unlocked. I don't know. I guess we'll see. But my other playthroughs I've done on console only took us 9 hours and 30 minutes and 7 seconds. All right. Definitely not speed run quality. I mean, I could find a guy living in his mom's basement to explain it all in detail over several hours on YouTube too. Is Madhouse like difficult as fuck? Yes. It is very difficult. There are speed runs of it, which are very fun to watch. It is not as difficult as Village has a super extra hard mode called Village of Shadows mode, which if you can find a speedrun of that, oh man, that's fun. That is just like, I could never do Madhouse in this, and Village of Shadows mode in Village would probably just kill me if I clicked start on that. Let's see, we had 11 restarts, so I assume that's like deaths. We only died 11 times. All right, I'm gonna call that a personal best. Oh wow, okay. The Mr. Everywheres, those little bobblehead guys, I got 17 out of 20. I think that's the best I've ever done. I did feel like I found quite a few of them. We got 15 out of 18 antique coins, 25 out of 32 files, so we missed a few files. 42 healing items. All right. Okay, so I guess I didn't have that stuff on. Oh, you know what? I had it uninstalled. So I did originally play this, but I probably had everything uninstalled, and I've had like, a new computer now. That might be why. I don't know. Yeah, difficulty, Madhouse open. We got the Albert for future playthroughs. Secret of Defense. All right. Only died 11 times, and I feel like at least 8 were that one Goo Jack battle. Yeah, Jack 3. We did die a few times in that one, for sure. All right, so yeah, that's Resident Evil 7. I'm probably not going to do the DLCs right now, at least. Maybe in the future, we might revisit and at least do some of the maybe like the smaller ones, like the bedroom DLC, which is a really cool escape room kind of thing, and 21 is a fun little one with Lucas, and then maybe like the 2 story DLCs just for fun. What is DLCs? Downloadable content. So you pay more for like additional stuff. So more game. So there's like a bunch of like little mini bonus ones, like the escape room one might take us like, I don't know, 20 to 30 minutes. But then, there's story-based DLC like End of Zoa and Not a Hero, which kind of flesh out more story stuff. Like End of Zoa, we get to see what happened to her. Not a Hero is stuff with Chris Redfield. Yeah, like bonus features on a DVD, but that you can play. Yeah, just more content. There's Ethan Must Die, which is a ridiculously impossible thing that I won't do. But yeah, maybe in the future, when I'm feeling like going back to this, but not wanting to do the whole game, maybe we'll do like a couple DLCs on a stream or something. But one thing I will probably do though, we're gonna probably in a couple games get to RE8, and there is going to be a DLC for that one coming out that I will definitely be streaming when that comes out. So probably whatever I'm in the middle of game wise when that comes out, that's going to get put on hold so I can stream that one as soon as possible. But yeah, but before I get to what's next, great game. I love this game. This game is fun, even though parts can be frustrating because I'm not very good at it. But we make it through. We just reload back to the last save point and we continue on. Is RE8 the latest of the RE games? Yep, that was the last one that came out. God, I get like it's been a couple years ago now. Man, it feels like both of these just kind of came out to me. There's an RE movie out too. There was a little while back Operation Raccoon City, which people didn't like. I still want to watch it because I can't imagine it being worse than the ones with Mia Jovovich, which I didn't care for. The newest one is there's a series on Netflix, which I watched part of. It's very enjoyable. Don't look for any kind of adaptation of any Resident Evil game in that one if you watch it. If you set that aside and just go like, oh yeah, Lance Reddick's Wesker, there's nonsense going on and monsters and zombies, you'll be good. I think it's fun, at least what I've seen so far. I should go back and finish that, but I'll watch anything with Lance Reddick in it. I think he's great as a Wesker. I really like him. But yeah, this game, great. Love it. Still great. Still, I think, some of the combat encounters, I find to be like some of the scariest parts. Definitely some moments in the ship and, in the mines, like those 2 little segments that were back to back, are pretty scary. And, some of the other stuff not quite as scary as the first time, although Jack Chase number 1 is, after you get out of the guest house still terrifies me because I'm so bad at it and it's in such a small area. Love it. It tries to give me a heart attack every time I do it. But yeah, like the Marguerite boss fight isn't so much scary as it is like a little difficult, and it lasts a while. So I guess it's scary because it lasts longer than I want it to. But yeah, nothing much scary in like the Lucas section. His is more fun. But yeah, that's RE7, great game. And so what will I be doing next? So I think I might be doing 2 at once. So technically the next that I have on my list is a replay of Disco Elysium, which might be fun because, especially if I can figure out the Twitch integration to it. So if people do show up with that, I can have people vote to do options, and then you can also help out with certain stats if we need it, or decrease stats on me. That could be fun. So that's technically next up on the list, which will be a great replay. I'm thinking I want to go completely different. The first time I played through it, I ended up doing like a complete like David Lynch style Sorry Cop communist. I ended up falling into the Sorry Cop thing. But I think as much as I love like the being like the David Lynch cop, getting all weird, I think I want to try out going more physical, being a more physical presence superstar cop who uses a lot of drugs. I think that one might be a fun way to play through it. Just get nuts with it. Definitely. Once I figure out how to do the Twitch integration with it, I'll definitely try to figure that out before we start that. So that's technically next. Now, however, it is a longer game. It's not long like a lot of RPGs can be, not like 100 hours or anything. But it can get into like the 25 to 30 hour length. So to spread it out, I was thinking of kind of going back and forth. So maybe like, because I have like my typical 4 days in a row, I might do like 2 days on of Disco, and then 2 days with whatever's next on the list, which would be, the next on the list was RE8, but I think I'm going to move that down a bit. Stray. I think I'm going to do Stray. The cat game, the new cat game. So, let's see. I've played through about half of that game. It's awesome, but I kind of put it down partway through, and then when I tried to go back to it, I'd forgotten what was going on. Yeah, that's always rough with like any RPG. Once enough time's gone by and you forget, it's like, well, I got to start over, but it's like, well, I don't want to because I already put so many hours into it. I completely get that. I've done that with so many much longer RPGs. Yes, cat game. So yeah. I got to figure what I'd want to start first. I haven't completely decided if next stream will be the cat game or Disco. So that'll be a surprise. And then I know Stray is pretty short. So then we'll probably just, I think I'll just move up some other shorter games to kind of go along with it. So we can go back and forth a little bit, keep things a little fresh. So it's not, because Disco Elysium has a lot of dialogue, which for the most part is narrated. But there's a lot of story, and I think breaks in general would be a good thing. You know, little breaks. I knew I'd wear you down on Stray. It's on the list. And also, you don't want to compete. Like if I was streaming with when it first came out, oh man, like 8 million other people were streaming. the same thing. Especially because DE is so story-based and you have to remember what choices you've made and how you're playing the character. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we'll probably end up finishing Stray before we finish Disco. So I'll probably just move up some other shorter games. And then, like, once we finish Disco, then we'll probably do Resident Evil 8 and then continue on from there. Is there some voice acting required on your part for Disco Elysium, or is it all actors? Most everything is narrated. There's like a couple of lines that aren't, and our character does not have a voice. Yeah, I'll be reading our dialogue options throughout, and then there seems to be like some parts where like it's describing, oh, this guy I don't know, scratched his face, like that might not be narrated. But most of the actual dialogue that isn't our character is narrated, including all of our amazing internal dialogues that we're gonna get. It's so good. It's very funny, and it also has some very, very heart-crushing moments towards the end of the game that I can't wait to get to, because it's not just because it's depressing, but it's also so well written. Yep. So that'll be what we're doing. Disco Elysium and Stray, on and off, and then Disco Elysium and some other short games. I'll have to go through my list. Where's my mouse? There's my mouse. Okay. Yeah. Actually, yeah. Once we beat Stray and while we're playing Disco, I can just move this one up. Our next FMV game. It's been a while. The Shape-Shifting Detective I have on my list. We might do that one after Stray. A more modern FMV game. With better acting, and supposed to be good. That one will be completely new for me. All right, I'm quite excited to see it. Yep, we got some good stuff coming up. Yeah, just looking at this list, and I have so many more I can add to it. Oh yeah, lots of good games coming up. Alrighty. Is FMV like the Phantasmagoria one with Curtis Craig? Yeah, yep, FMV. So it's real footage of actors. Yep. All right, gonna head out. Have a good night, Dog Nozzle. I'm gonna be heading out too. I think this is a good time to stop. No reason to start a new game and be like, well, we're only gonna put 10 minutes into it. All right, so yeah, that is what's going to be coming up next. Yeah, we'll probably just start. Disco Elysium, we'll probably just start with that, and then continue on from there. Do a little back and forth once I figure out how I'm going to do that. All right, so yeah, thanks everybody for stopping by. Appreciate it as always. Always fun. And until next time, everybody have a good evening or whatever it is where you're at. And we'll see you. Yeah, I should be back again tomorrow evening, 10 p.m. give or take Eastern. For more, probably Disco Elysium. We'll get a good start there. All right. Have a good night, everybody.